Welcome to the Streams of the Universe channel. I'm Anna. Thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, and for your help and support of this channel. I am deeply, deeply grateful to you. Also, my dear girls and boys, thank you for your Christmas greetings. It was very, very nice to receive such wonderful words, wishes, words of support, and little gifts from you. I also congratulate those of you who celebrated Christmas on the 24th, Christmas Eve, and on the 25th. And now we will see how fate changes. We will ask where there will be 100% changes, in which areas of life, and what the energy information field will indicate here. Tarot spreads help us see our future, sometimes to cushion the blow, sometimes to understand where to go and how to move forward, and where we will be lucky, right? What we will be lucky in and what to pay attention to. Pay attention to what resonates with you, and remember that these are general readings, not personal ones. They either resonate, meaning you feel that this information is for you, or they don't resonate, and that's neither good nor bad. So, for today's question, the answer might simply be that everything will be fine. Everything will be as usual. Yes, there won't be anything 100% certain. Nothing bad will definitely happen, and nothing good will definitely happen either. These are general readings. So I wanted to ask right away, to be honest, I've already prepared the deck. What is going to change here? I'm thinking, maybe I should do the signification at the beginning after all. Right now, just a minute, I decided to change things up a bit, so to speak. To look at you first, and then ask the question, what exactly is going to change? The higher powers, the energy information field, show you on a new path. You managed to do something, and you're doing it. You're continuing. You're continuing. You have a strong presence in this matter, and this is exactly where something will change. It's showing you a magical time. But why is it a magical time? Because you as a person have already done something here. You keep moving forward, showing yourself in a certain matter, and you are ready to continue resolving certain circumstances, yes, that is, to manage and handle something. Something will happen here, that's for sure, because you yourself have started some process. What process? You've embarked on some new path. What you're thinking about, that's exactly what the Major Arcana has shown for you. And the Major Arcana says, you know that you can do this, finish it, complete it. You already have this readiness, like, I know that I can get something here. Here, changes and even surprises are waiting for you. And I would say, well, there will definitely be some surprises and, well, the card of infinity as well, right? Some new cycle has started, which can develop for a very long time. But on this very initial path, let me take a look. Well, look what a surprise. Things will get easier for you. First of all, you've already finished a period in your life that you didn't really like. You took responsibility for yourself, and it's exactly because of that, yes, you gained some kind of value from it. It's exactly because of this that relief awaits you. The cards immediately said so. Relief is coming your way because you took your destiny into your own hands during that period when you didn't like something. From the universe, we have this infinity of the universe, the infinity of the soul, yes, the infinity of existence, yes. This is the story. You have started some kind of new cycle, an absolutely new one. I'll put it this way. You took the magic, the direction of your life, into your own hands and set it on a new path. The Magician card came up for you. To control your own destiny, all of us, all people who are born on this earth, are given free will and the right to choose. That means we make our own choices and receive our own karmic lessons, whether they're good or not so good. You have something good here. Maybe things were hard for you somewhere, maybe at work or at home. Look at where you kept losing your balance all the time. Basically, you finished something by taking, look, when we give someone else the right to decide, God gave us free will and the right to choose. If we give that to someone else, then all the decisions will be for the greater good. Well, that's just how we are as people. Even if we want to do something for someone else's good, let's say we let a parent who loves us make decisions for us, and this person seems to act for our benefit, but they will still do what they think is right, not what you think is right, not in, so the result will be more right for them. But how you will feel at that moment is completely unknown. Well, what do you mean unknown? I mean, you gave someone else the opportunity to act, so you ended up without something, right? You have to do what the person decided, and you still feel some dissatisfaction, even if it seems like some people are making decisions for you, right? Well, and here you actually took what you didn't like. So here it's either family, the Ten of Pentacles came up right, or income. Well, for example, if it's family, maybe it's about improving the family property. Maybe where you live together with someone, right? Maybe the children are lacking something, right? There? Maybe the rooms need to be renovated somehow. Or maybe there's not enough property, right? And you need some separation. I want that. Yes, that's how I am. It's easier for me that way. But then the children are kind of grown up. About finances. You might have spent money somewhere, by the way, or worked very hard according to this card. But there seems to be little money, like there's a shortage. But look, this means some kind of difficult period in finances, or with relatives, with those you interacted with at home. Yes, like that. But if you don't have any relatives, then of course it's just about finances. It's all about finances. This difficult period will be leaving, because you did something, that's for sure. That's for sure because you took some responsibility upon yourself and managed. And right here and now, you are ready to keep resolving things, although these issues are still lingering for now. To resolve something, to finish something, you are already on a new path, and there is no more stress here. Transformations have begun, which you have taken into your own hands, or at least in your mind. The tower, yes, for example, the family structure has already changed, right? The children have left to study, separation has begun, they are adults, they should earn on their own. So there might be something in your mind, and by the way, this card shows that. Well, first of all, it's probably an 8-year cycle. 16 has reversed. All of this started to transform 8 years ago, I would say. It's really Saturnian karma of time. It probably just became noticeable this year, the one you're watching now. It became more noticeable, and it's not as oppressive anymore. There used to be some kind of more serious pressure, but now it's not like that. And yes, here it can really show, look, what can happen with the Tower card here is either your worldview has changed, or something with your joints, bones, your skeleton, maybe your teeth, something like that. It all started back then, and you've already dealt with it here, started to solve something, and now you understand that you'll be able to handle things going forward as well. With real estate, for example, 8 years ago, you decided to get a mortgage, right? A long time ago, then you got it. It was difficult, but then you adapted, and now, for example, you actually need to do some renovations. Or maybe there are some changes happening in solid structures for the long term. But it became obvious, a clear decision just recently. It doesn't matter when you came to this reading, but I'm doing it right at the end of 2025. So the problem probably became urgent not so long ago. Dissatisfaction. There could have been some kind of dissatisfaction here about the community where you're supposed to enjoy yourself, or maybe the community at work, or the community of people at home, you know. Here, you really wanted something personally for yourself, and there could have been some signs about 10 months ago. The 10 is reversed. There are even two 10s here, so emotions are happening at the same time. For example, if it's about children, you were helping someone, like always worrying about your child. And I'm investing money. I need to... Oh, by the way, this also refers to government institutions, government structures, like some public buildings, hospitals. That's another 10 mo. Oh, but you actually started doing something. Maybe it was emotional here, but you already did it. Yes. There was a strong peak, and the serious decisions, they happened just recently. It's like, I have this feeling. I did it. I already made it. And now I will keep going, going, going. And what will I do? I will keep going and defend my chosen path. That's it, protection. I am already prepared. I am resilient. And I will keep standing on this path. Here, happy reliefs and happy changes await you, where you have made a clear decision in your mind. Either with government structures, with real estate, or with some firm, at the very least, beliefs, or really, according to Saturn, something that has been building up for a long, long time. Stones. I don't know. Maybe stones in the kidneys, right? Something has been building up for a long time. Maybe stones somewhere, joints, teeth. That could also be the case. Or maybe real estate, something that lasts for a long, long time as well. So, sorry, yes. I had to get distracted. It's the holidays. You are already prepared. You keep moving forward. And really, look, there's just a little bit left. This is a 9. This is a 10. About the fiery energy, I'll tell you. Well, a maximum of 10 days. A maximum of 10 days until some real relief, because the decision has already been made a long time ago. You are moving. There are just magical transformations happening in your life. You started them yourself, and they're karmic too. But what I'm really interested in is what exactly happened here during these 8 years, so to speak. But it's most likely in your head, in some emotions, feelings, and emotions about stability, I would say. Stability. For some people, it might show up as health issues. But the only thing is, if you have any health issues related to something hard, specifically hard things like bones, teeth, maybe stones or something like that, right? Maybe, yes, but most likely not the rest. It's more of an accumulative effect, because you've started some really big transformations. But for most people, of course, it's about real estate or some very important documents. For example, documents so that children can finish school for stability, but then there's separation here. Separation and support so that things become stable for them now, or things become more stable for you now since they've separated and now I can go somewhere on my own, so to speak. Right? What should we look at? Let's see what could be here. But that's too far ahead, of course, but at least approximately, so that you keep thinking about it all the time and keep removing some kind of negativity. This is clearly something every day, because here I took the astrological deck. These are the Libra cards, combined with Virgo. So these are my helpers at work, those I help and those I help at home, because Libra came up twice, so it's both work and me as a helper, both at home and at work. Or who helps me here? There were some decisions. I had to keep these emotions under control. Well, for example, if it's about family here, yes, you had to constantly make sure the children had everything and always keep your emotions under control. By the way, divorces and separations could also be reflected here, like when a woman makes decisions, solves everything, and needs to keep her emotions under control. With partners, because the card is Libra. Oh, I mean the zodiac sign Libra and Virgo together. So these are my partners, whom I help, who help me. Someone here was clearly making decisions both at work and definitely at home. Of course, I wanted to bring a lot of beauty, to have a good job that brings pleasure, to have everything beautiful at home, since Libra comes together here twice, but I still had to keep my emotions in check. There could have been destruction, yes, and it was clearly connected with partners. Then there were changes both in everyday life and in work and finances. 100% during this time. The woman here is more decisive. Well, she made decisions. She took justice into her own hands, both financial matters and relationships with loved ones. You were deciding here who needed to fall from this tower. And karma also came up. Human karma, this is Libra. Venus in Libra. So it's about finances for daily concerns, payments. So, everyone who was connected to you through documents. These are children by birth, real estate registered in your name, and there could also be official agreements related to loans, mortgages, everything documented. Everything documented goes here, and here you are partners. So you had to deal with something regarding partners and human justice. In general, you held it in your own hands. Well, a very good card came up next to you. Can you imagine? For how long? Here is the 8, right? 16 divided in half. Of course, it started even later, but the most intense moments are somewhere around here. Well, yes. A very smart woman took justice into her own hands. And the peak was exactly 10 months ago, I would say, when you made an emotional decision and magic began in your life. Did you realize that magic had already started here? To work on your karma, you took your endless karma into your own hands. But it was right here that it all began, I would say. There were always thoughts about what is fair and what is unfair. What is fair and what is unfair. Definitely, unfair partners have left your life. You made this clear and obvious, and all the partners you are legally connected with, children, husbands, banks, everything you considered fair and necessary for restructuring your life, a radical restructuring. You took into your own hands, and you strengthened your relationships with them through negotiations, possibly through signing documents, through conversations about fair human relationships. There were definitely moments here when people judged you, but you took it into your own hands directly. Well, yes. Look, these 2 cards are duplicated, and you discarded. By that time, you had already thrown off the burden. The only thing is, it also shows here that if you had some wild overwork, you decided about the wild overwork here, because you thought, this is unfair to me. But whoever had wild overwork here, you gave up on some of the overwork, because you would have broken down. You really would have broken down. Well then, probably for 8 years you were overworking, really overworking, either at home or at work. Here it is. They are both reversed just perfectly. You have some kind of pressure, and it's Saturn here. You have reversed Saturn. To reverse Saturn, you need to understand the karma of the cumulative effect, where I am causing harm to myself. You remove this harm, You removed it. That's why you have a magical time. Here it comes. Wait just a little longer. Well, as I said, only one wand is left. It's really a relief. Although you should already be feeling it now. I'll say right away that you already feel that relief is happening right now, right? Yes, you used your gifts and stepped onto a new path of destiny. That's it. So, I think this is just a very short period. Well, fiery and brief. Just one left? Yes. Here it's a 10. Here it's a 9. So I'll do a little more. Protect myself. Prepare to be steady, steady, not to break. Yes, and your dream can come true here. Or at the very least, you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel and realize that your dream is within reach. Moreover, according to Uranus, look, with Uranus here, well, the star is society. It's something distant from us. And Uranus here is joining with Saturn in a favorable way. That is, for example, if someone submitted some documents, you might get a positive response, like, for example, from some government offices. Unexpectedly, good buyers might come if someone is selling something here, or there might be some unexpected news from society. Then, regarding Uranus, some unexpected information might come from society about how to do all this. Some new technologies might appear, some new technologies might come. Knowledge about new technologies, some opportunities, yes, how to fix something, and you will be able to, simply put, you already know now that you can do it, but here there will be some kind of real relief. And things will start moving. Your further path will also keep going for a long time. The World card. The world will favor those who have taken responsibility in society. Capricorn and Aquarius are here. Well, in general, Saturn is at work here. That is, I made a long-term decision, and I act, and I act, and I act. Expansion of opportunities. Expansion of opportunities to negotiate on your terms, just the way you like it, is coming, and it's happening very soon. So, my dears, congratulations. It's right here. Empty worries are coming to an end. The 5 of Fire is reversed. Or there have been a lot of worries, yes. For example, if someone here was doing renovations, really, but something is connected with investing money or repetitive actions, and they could have been pointless and brought heaviness. Yes. Empty actions like nothing is working out, or there are just so many of them. Well, for those who did renovations, it's immediately clear, right? You keep doing and doing and doing, but it all seems pointless. Or I get so tired, as if I'm putting in so much effort, but the result is small, right? Well, here the empty worries are leaving, and completion is coming, and improvement and expansion are on the way. Well, for those who were negotiating with some authorities, for example, here you will also see that there may be some decisions that bring expansion. About finances. Empty actions at work are coming to an end, yes. If here it's about earnings, like a lot of work but little income, here you will also find something out. You can negotiate about something, and for the long term, and you have started this. You took care, here it is. This card, the 10. You took care. You were very organized, responsible, and provided support. Well, if you supported your family, here the prospects for the family expand for the long term, and you will be, let's say, if you supported your family, remembered forever. You know, eternal memory. For souls, this is ideal, yes. Even when, for example, you helped a child somewhere, yes. And then they pray for you for generations. Something real remains. Well, some kind of foundation stays for many years. Yes, it's like eternal memory for the soul. If it's about work here, about work, yes. For example, then some kind of professionalism is involved here. You will now continue to study, finish things in an organized and responsible way at work. Yes. And this lays the foundation. Well, here the learning process is happening. This lays a story like, well, it will be enough for me. It will be enough. And what else could there be here? Those who are self-employed. How does someone work for themselves, for example? Working for yourself. Does your core structure change if it's about finances? Very soon, you will have the choice to achieve real success. And to genuinely rejoice in it. That is, you will receive sincere feedback about your work. Yes, something like that is coming regarding your job, your finances, to fulfill some kind of dream. Yes, the 9. Material benefit. You can really get something at work. Well, it was said interestingly about work. You might also get some kind of offer to study something. Yes. And here your status at work can really increase. And also a dream might come true at work. For example, love could come, some kind of love, and you can gain status. Oh, wow, the Empress card came up. Yes, to gain the status of an Empress, or to achieve an income status where I don't need anything. I don't need anything. I gradually, calmly gather, work, collect the fruits. And I like it. Well, really? Or you'll end up married at work. Well, for those who want to, of course. Yes, that's coming up very soon. Again, don't forget, some dream might, I'm revealing work here. As for finances, yes. The main thing is that this lays out a story for at least the next 3 years. And you'll be the one choosing it. And as a result, you might take, let's say, a higher position in 3 years. A more prestigious one. There will be 2 stages. 2 stages over 3 years. What about marriage? Because here, an official marriage could actually happen. If any of you are watching, things might change. The relationship sphere will start to change, which seemed like it was stuck. Well, the choice is yours to make, so you'll have the opportunity to get to know someone and actually start a family, live together. The moon in Cancer, a family nest. And only you can understand here whether you like this person. Why are you being given such a gift? Because you went and started making changes yourself. These are gifts from higher powers that you need to explore. And for those who have started a new professional path, there will actually be 2 very serious stages over the next 3 years, where, I won't be wrong if I say that you will either become a serious manager, managing some large company, but for some reason, more women are shown there. I'm talking about finances. Or even your own business, expansion. But it's more likely to be a woman. For some reason, I see more women when it comes to money. Yes, because in the long term, there will be work involving a woman. specifically financial. You see the Queen of Pentacles. She's stubborn for the long term, very responsible. That's what we have here. But I've gone far ahead, and what they're showing us is expect surprises, which you need to study. This is a gift coming to you very, very soon. Let's leave these two cards. I'll put them right here. Let them give their energy. Wish fulfillment, expanding opportunities. Wish fulfillment. By the way, maybe someone is interested in astrology. All the bloggers. You have a really strong expansion happening, especially. In the end, you could even become a famous person. Definitely consider this. Because Uranus is patronizing here, even if you just work in, well, some ordinary job, I would say. If you start promoting yourself like this, you'll gain long-term fame, or your business will attract attention, like the worldwide attention, or a large number of people will know more about you. Even if, well, I don't know. Let's say you work with your hands, or even if you repair houses or help some women with something. I don't know. If you talk about this to different partners, and you see, like from a distance, maybe cosmoenergetics, some energy practices. This could also be it. Maybe you have some talents. I can't say exactly what talents from the star card, but even if it's with your hands, for example, you studied to be a hairdresser. Now it will just be like some kind of surprise? Yes, where you will see your dream come true. And then it also seems to go further into the pentacle sphere. An increase in your level. Yes, if we're talking about finances, it's an increase in your level. But if you connect some of your talent here, show it to the whole world. Well, the star card shows talent to the whole world. Then it will really multiply. It will increase your income. In 3 years, you will feel completely at ease. For example, well, just as an example, let's say you studied to be a hairdresser and started making videos about it. And in 3 years, I already have a huge number of subscribers. But of course, over those 3 years, your status increases. That means I earn more and more people want to come to me, and then it really turns into my own business. Well, I gave this example because it's a more feminine profession, right? Where there are mostly women, although men also come to get their hair cut, because there's the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Empress. This also often indicates a mostly female team, or that women will play a very significant role. By the way, for some people, working with mothers and children, or mothers and children together, can also be very significant. How else will you be shown? Something will come to you very easily, your soul, yes. First of all, this card shows you how your soul will rejoice. Something, a sense of relief will come to your soul. This card most often represents creativity or children, our creation, some projects that you have started. How your soul will rejoice for my project, relief in your soul, joy for your children. 4. That finally things have become easier for them, if you have somehow helped your children here. This also applies to people you have been with for a long time, yes. Some kind of stress is finally leaving, the stress that has been accumulating. Well, the peak, as I said, yes, there was some kind of emotional peak regarding society, and it wasn't that long ago. Look, the fulfillment of a dream. Your soul will be joyful. With the 9 of Cups, your dream comes true very easily. Look, yes, The girl is blowing on a dandelion. It's very easy. With the Nine of Cups, you'll be saying something. You will be telling someone that something has become easier. Or I can. And now I will go and I can buy myself something. Something has run out. Yes, I can get it for myself. Or my child can now very easily get something for themselves. Desire, dreams, happiness have come up directly. The signification shows that you started something yourself, so this will resonate with those, and in the energies where you took your destiny into your own hands and did something, and you want to continue doing it. It's really the higher powers. By the way, here also, if someone harmed your children, or someone harmed or hurt your soul, people who treated you heartlessly, they will be punished, and your soul will rejoice. It's not necessary that you will see it. You might not even see it here, but in any case, what do you mean in any case? Let's put it this way. Balance will be restored. Your guardian angel will reward you and your soul. I can't put it any other way. It's creativity, a creative process. Have you ever had to approach something in a very creative way? Or even be a guardian angel in parent-child relationships, by the way? That's why you're being protected, and now your dream will come true. Or maybe towards yourself, towards your soul. Your soul was striving for something, because this is about the soul, soulful joy, and here the guardian angel will restore balance. And naturally, those who were lacking in spirituality were supposed to support you. They were supposed to be like people who should protect and preserve. Help your children. I don't know, yes, or something like that. If that was the case here, then balance will be restored there. With whom? With immoderate people, those lacking spirituality, those who maybe took money, didn't give something, refused something, where they should have helped, especially some kind of support services. Yes. Or you, well, let's see here. I took on some karma, and here we have the guardian angel card. Karmic matters will definitely be resolved here, so that your soul feels at ease. By the way, regarding whether you will see it or not, it came out 50-50. Try to control yourself and don't even look for confirmation that someone else is worse off. So if you're feeling good, wish happiness for others too, so that everyone feels good. Because here, when you slip into negativity, for example, like this, yes, and you start doing something excessive to your enemies, yes, then, well, you become like them, and in the end, you lose your own happiness. Well, it's just that the 14th major arcana came up here. Here they're saying, rejoice in moderation and watch in moderation, and you'll be shown 50-50. You don't need to know everything, so that you don't fall into the energy of the devil. Yes, like rejoicing like this, being tempted by joy that someone is worse off. Yes, even though people have hurt you, but maybe someone did it unconsciously. Anything can happen in life. Maybe they couldn't hold back or something else, but your guardian angel, the higher powers, are making your dreams come true in any case, and you feel relief in your soul. For your hard work, if nothing was working out, like I said, according to this card, the 5 of Wands is reversed. And here it's like, I put in so much effort. I was waiting for something, doing things, and now luck is coming your way. And again, the card comes up where you will be making choices moving forward. Well, you'll even be able to buy something here according to the Nine of Cups and enjoy it. Make your loved ones happy by telling them that you achieved your goal, that something happened easily. But, the question is, yes, the roads are opening up, but you still need to walk them. The cards say, don't stop here. You need to keep going, and victory awaits you, because there's a real gift coming your way. You will reach your goal. Achieving your goal will happen. A complete victory in the summer, and there will be full recognition here. For your real work, and this card says further, if you keep going, there will be full recognition, but only for real work, and I see that you are determined. You are determined, and you already feel stability and understand that it's right here, it's going to happen here. You just need to keep going and going, keep moving forward. Then, very soon after this point, there will be something like expansion. Yes, an expansion of your worldview, an expansion of opportunities, a belief that you will succeed. Yes, and all of this comes through your talents. You have applied some talent here, and if you keep going, you will feel less and less like a victim of some old circumstances that have intensified, that have heightened your feelings somewhere around 10 months ago. And when you started making decisions, well, you started making decisions about 4 months ago. That's what they're saying here. Most likely there was some confusion, dissatisfaction. Well, for now, it's mostly emotions that are showing. Emotions about finances or about some man. Yes, that's it. Queen of Swords. She just started healing herself. I can't say exactly, but it's been going on for about 3 months or so. We were coordinating some actions, constantly going back somewhere, as if something was being redone. I'm coordinating, negotiating, going back somewhere to redo things. But apparently, this is still a general reading. This isn't a personal reading. I'm still doing your signification, but already in the signification, they answered 100% that happiness awaits you here. And now we're turning directly to the higher powers. Here, happiness will await you in those matters where you have already made an effort and are ready to keep going. What can't you avoid? What is changing in your fate right now? What will definitely happen? Let the energy information field reveal the full meaning of your karmic signification. Karmic changes, fateful ones, you started them yourself. Your future is changing. Everything in your life is now changing on an energetic level. There is a huge growth happening. You might not see it, but you feel it. Here, even your family tree is changing, even if you don't see it. This is the energetic level, like the cards said here. Maybe you had some emotions at work, for example, about work, or about your children, for example. Yes, you started to change something in one area. For example, if you were changing something about money, you might find a husband there, and you'll have a new family line. If you were helping your children, for example, with work or with real estate, helping them with changes like a guardian angel, then you become like a guardian angel for them. Here are the children, and you're like a guardian angel. Your family tree is changing, you see? Their financial situation improves, everything gets better, and the whole family grows. And in the end, This light is like a blessing, right? So, gratitude remains for centuries, and this light will come back to you. Your soul will be at peace because a new turn in your destiny has begun. Rejoice in this right now. Rejoice in this right now. Your life is vibrating and moving forward right now. Yes. And there will definitely be changes here. You might not see all of them, but we can see them because they are set for you in the long term. Your life right now is, on the verge of a breakthrough forward. That is, on the verge of moving ahead and in a new direction along a new path. That's already 100%. Yes, maybe you don't see it, but you will definitely see this 100%. You will definitely see this 100%. Maybe you won't see any big energetic changes. It will just become easier to breathe, the card says. It will become easier for your body and your soul to breathe. Because you have connected your soul with your body. Again, for those who have been overworked or had some negativity, some emotions, worries about society, or some kind of wild overwork, yes, some of you might not have been listening to your body. And at this moment, your soul has connected with the desires of your body. Yes, that is, the soul began to feel sorry for the body, to understand fair relationships, and this is exactly what allows you to breathe easily and not worry about it anymore. It could be somewhere, but remember, this is also something old, like tension or long-term overwork that may have affected your body. It could also be because of your relatives. Well, then you probably have known them your whole life. Breathing will be light. This is prana. Prana, life will enter you because everything in the universe, when you have become, or when you have treated someone very fairly, but to someone, yes, those with whom you are connected by documents, meaning parent-child, husband-wife relationships, the universe gives you the energy of life. Prana, yes, so that you can continue to live, because you were so fair both to yourself and to others through higher spirituality, because your soul connected with the material level as it should be in general. What changes here? Well, you'll breathe easier in general. That's great. What changes here? Your strength changes. Strength will come to you from many resources, and now they are explaining to us that strength will not come from just one resource, most likely. Over these 8 years, you have invested your strength into a huge number of different resources. It's just, how can I put it, some kind of dissatisfaction with something simply grew stronger, yes. And you wanted to change it, maybe in one area, yes, maybe. But it will come from many resources because your strength and efforts have been invested here for a long time. You will become stronger, and there will be more people around you whom you can trust or rely on. Your body will find it easier to balance in a more acceptable and beautiful state for you, in a state that is more acceptable and beautiful for you. This was said directly about the body. And your soul will feel more strength and basic things, such as improving some everyday conditions. To meet your basic needs, you will have enough strength for this. You will realize that you are not alone. Interestingly, you will realize that you are not alone. You are not alone. And, well, you are not alone, but support will come from many sources. Let's look at these sources. And this will happen very, very soon. Some kind of support will come. Maybe support will come from a man, because it's coming from masculine energy. I don't know. Maybe you signed a contract with a doctor, or maybe you received some kind of quota. Your husband will start earning more. I don't know. Maybe your son, something like that. Well, some kind of masculine energy. Or it's where you've been putting the most effort lately regarding your health, or the actions you've been taking. That's where you've been focusing your energy. Let's look here. The strongest, brightest will show itself. Where will the strength come from? Exactly from where you've been most thrown off balance lately. If you've taken control of some things and already taken a few actions, that's where the strength will come from where something has been throwing you off balance. You put effort into it, that's it. This is the ship of life improvement. It's coming from exactly there. The ship of change, and it's coming very soon. It will be something new, that's it. Here the wand complements the Three of Wands, and you will harvest a very good crop with someone. Well, someone will really gain stability and reap a good harvest through your activity, you see, if you helped someone. Yes, if you acted directly there, if you helped yourself, then someone will respond to you. They will respond. That's how this wand will come from there. And it turns into, I harvested the crop with someone. It's called that. Sometimes it's literally real estate. Sometimes it's some kind of work-related or financial property. So, well, it's a celebration. It's about harvesting the crop. And also, there's only one wand left, but you're already on a new path. You've done something. You've accomplished something. That's why they're telling you, expect new happiness. A ship is coming to you with gifts, with returns, so that those you interacted with, you will get a good result together. In both cases, a good result awaits. But for you, it's the dawn of something new. Finally, it's some kind of happiness, joy, in which there may have still been some illusions or misconceptions. Your strength will be recognized if you had to fight against something as well. In general, this Empress will gather the harvest. Well, for example, if you help children, they will recognize that you are the best mother. And if you turn to helpers, the Empress always delegates authority. Helpers will return something, yes, some kind of energy, and you will regain your resource, your status because of this. Well, your status will be recognized. I don't know. Maybe if you applied for some documents, your status will be recognized. Well, the Empress shows that a painful story is turning around. That's it. And it's actually a family matter. And it's not for nothing that the energy of the family is here. It started out completely differently, and the energy of the family is about both income and real estate. You are experiencing a real surge of energy. Strength is also energy. But we gain this strength through our actions, whether it's sports, men, or work. Wherever we invest our energy. Next, we'll ask about the energy information flow. And I really want to do it by zodiac signs, of course. To do it. If I have time, maybe I will do it so it's clear what, where, and how. Because in general readings, of course, you will receive a gift. Very soon, You will get your gifts. Your soul is loved. Your soul is loved by higher powers. You deserve to receive a gift. Well, maybe there will also be gifts from other people here, because they come from different places and resources, after all. But this is an order, meaning it's an order from the universe for you. It's an order from the universe for you so that you finally receive gifts. Maybe even something unexpected will come. Yes. There will definitely be some unexpected gifts here. Yes. Ones you didn't expect. Well, and of course, gifts from people to whom you brought joy. It could be your actual children or romantic relationships where you shared the pleasures of life and beautiful words, something like that. But this is a card of the past and of people with whom you experienced joy. Expect gifts here as well, but there will definitely be unexpected gifts too. She is a priestess. There may also be some financial offers here, very good ones, or gifts of a spiritual nature, unexpected confessions, because this is also about psychology. Some confessions are hidden here, about love. Someone might even confess their love to you in a psychological way. Well, joyful for you. Joyful, very joyful. And will there be any financial offers soon? Yes, partnership agreements for the long term, but the financial ones will be serious, and you will have to think about them. According to the Emperor card, for finances, there will be some good offers related to work, and strategic planning is very important here. Well, extremely important. This will later affect your real estate and all the property you currently have. As for finances, yes, there will be offers, but strategic planning is extremely important. Be careful with any new offers. You really need to have some kind of strategy. If you're going to offer something financial to someone, your strategy should be planned out from start to finish. Every step. All 4 areas of life should be considered. Your emotions, your thoughts, your actions. Everything should be clear, move by move, step by step. And then you can't even imagine what a huge success awaits you here. Emotionally, you'll feel joy, but financially, something might come to light. You'll really need to figure it out, because it's not for nothing that the High Priestess appears. You need to understand yourself, whether you can, in the long term, strategically, whether you're not deceiving yourself about finances and your ability to take certain strategic steps. It doesn't matter if it's an offer you receive or if you come up with some constructive proposal, because this will affect you later on, not just everything you have. You see, not just your real estate, but everything you have in your life. And this will be, let me tell you, here it's 2 months, here it's 4. It will become clear in April. Soon these secrets will come out, and they will be of a joyful, pleasant, and interesting nature. Or you will be thinking about how to propose some kind of strategic plan for further development to someone. It's just that the cards are saying, don't rush. You will have 2 months to propose this plan, and then to discuss it. Or, if someone offers you a truly strategic plan, you will have 2 months to really study everything, because the High Priestess makes the right decision only after studying everything thoroughly. And here, well, something really impressive is coming. Wow, this is serious. Here justice might truly prevail. I don't know for how long, that is. Karma can completely turn around in finances, and these finances can later affect everything. Everything you own and will own in the future. There will actually be some contracts here, constructive offers regarding agreements. Well, you are given 2 months here to think it over, to consider. Because look, this is 100% an offer, because Libra means partnership. Where to? With those I love, or for money? Do I like it or not? Even close people might offer some partnerships. Some partnerships will be offered to your loved ones, and you will be explaining or discussing something there. Yes, here you are given a truly karmic decision for a very, very long time, and it's connected to finances. Well, something very serious is happening. Some things will cause a zone of discomfort, but if you think everything through strategically, every little detail, then gradually you will get through it. You will. You can't rush things here. Step by step from start to finish. But there will be some discomfort. Discomfort. The discomfort can only happen in one case. And by the way, it's not that strong. It can be fixed. Hasty decisions can cause discomfort, especially if you argue a lot or get angry. Making complaints will also cause discomfort, but here they're just showing you that you can go back and fix it. During these 2 months, you can go back and make corrections. You can renegotiate. You can somehow renegotiate. Yes, that is responsibility, responsibility. Renegotiate. Well, to destroy. To break things and make mistakes. There will be arguments, complaints, saying something harsh to someone, like, I don't know, someone suggested a strategic plan to you, and you say, are you stupid or what? Don't you understand? No. Here there should be some respect, calmness, behaving within the limits of what is allowed, and also not allowing others to behave inappropriately towards you. Otherwise, yes, there is some kind of codependency here, and this will be resolved on a large scale, something big. Well, for you, because in the material world, everything is relative. For someone, it's a small amount of money. For someone else, it's a large amount. But for you, the cards indicated twice that this is something big for you, or an investment, or a proposal for cooperation. I don't know. Well, in general, it's coming up soon, and you have 2 months for adjustments and negotiations. Even changes. If you made some kind of mistake, you can renegotiate, just like that, and change things. Yes, if you start to feel pressured about something, you can come to an agreement. Oh, and just like that, get material benefits. It's like you're learning from your mistakes here. You make one proposal, and if something goes wrong, you can immediately go back, come to a constructive agreement. For example, if you're worried about something, you'll even get insights at night. I'm worried that we need to change the strategy. That's how it will sound, and you'll get a big benefit. This is that growth that they're showing. In the fall, yes. In the fall, one card said summer, but I'll say even more. In the fall, you'll gain even more confidence. Oh, yes. Really, valuable prizes, valuable gifts, and harmonious material success. That's the story here. And when this secret is revealed, yes, what you have there, it's really great. Overall, what the higher powers, the energy information field, want to tell you. Let's put this aside. I even started to forget what we're reading here. The energy from different spheres really showed up. It's going to move forward. And as I say, it's good to look at astrology. It's good to use tarot. Yes, any predictive tools. Oh, I almost took away your gift. Any predictive tools. Let the gifts stay. You'll have different ones here. Any predictive systems give us the opportunity to understand where happiness awaits us and where we need to prepare ourselves. In general, they're giving you gifts, and someone else here, according to the Tower, was searching for their place in society. Maybe we should ask, let's do it for you. The value system was changing, yes, Someone was thinking for a long time, who am I in this world? Well, here you are. You kept moving forward. You started on a new path. You tried. You moved forward step by step. And now you have a celebration too, perfection. You will build your own perfect world, just in case. What is it that you can't avoid? What is certain? How does fate change? Well, you will definitely receive gifts no matter what. Fate changes because you haven't forgotten something. You haven't left behind some, yes, gifts, talents, or something valuable in the past. You didn't abandon some value in the past. Maybe valuable people as well. Again, here's the card of spiritual closeness with your family, with your relatives. Their talents were developed, not abandoned, not stopped. You have talented people here too. Maybe they were loved and remembered, connected to the ancestral energy tree, which started new energy, and your family's spirits helped you. But this card also says that you didn't abandon certain values, treasures, diamonds. Your soul was striving. It's just that, well, maybe you didn't give up on something valuable or on someone valuable. Here, maybe, yes, you loved someone once. You loved someone. You didn't leave them. You didn't abandon them. Maybe you didn't abandon your love for yourself. You didn't leave it in general. Your soul still carried you there, and that energy is coming back to you. Well, here it's 100% about the one you didn't leave. It's harder to say. Like this, that you didn't stop praying for your ancestors, that you didn't stop caring about, I don't know, what your family left you, maybe some kind of inheritance, about relatives, maybe someone took care of children, about something valuable, and what we were given from the very beginning. The most original valuable thing is our body. You didn't abandon it, you saw its value, you took care of it, yes. Our ancestors also gave us a body. Our mother raised it. Of course, God breathed in the soul. And our mother raised the body, yes. Well, something like that, yes. In the past, you kept on doing something, and now it's time to receive good gifts for it. Growth, prosperity. Now you remain firmly standing on your feet because you, well, during some long period of your life, yes, what or whom you valued, you took care of. Now you simply can't avoid it anymore. Growth has begun. Maybe you don't see it yet, yes, but now the roots have gone so deep. They have united. Maybe someone had arguments with relatives. I don't know. You made peace during this time, established good relationships. Maybe, on the contrary, some relatives were destroying something important, valuable, I don't know, and you removed these rats from your life. But back then, you were taking care of what was valuable and important. That's it. This can't be avoided. Now you stand firmly, and this will always be with you. Well, now it's yours. You will breathe easier and more freely. But this only happened because for a long time you were doing this. You were growing. You didn't leave anything behind, right? You were always taking action. Action, yes. Doing something to create, to improve, from time to time. Maybe sometimes you had to go back, to leave, but you didn't give up. You remembered. And now you are simply grounded. This stays with you forever. You realize that you can do this, and this is your greatest victory on earth. Basically, you got rid of the rats and the valuable people, together with them, and you took care of yourself. So again, the tree of finances, the family tree is growing, the family real estate. This showed that everything is already happening energetically, and here it was clearly shown on earth. The first signs. Relief. Well, like I said, in 10 days you will hear it. About your victory. Well, you are given strength because you cared. And again, what you cared about, that's what you remember. It went on for a long time. You cared. Maybe you had to leave, walk away, come back from time to time. Yes. But you kept caring. About yourself, about your heart, about love. Because this energy, first of all, shows you as a person, like my health. I didn't harm myself. Or even if I did, it was unconsciously. But here they showed more of a workaholic tendency. Or on the contrary, inactivity or too much movement, workaholism. Or, on the other hand, inactivity. Like, I sit all the time, working while sitting, not moving at all, some kind of lack of activity. In general, I still came back. Even if there were such periods, I took care of myself and those I love. But energetically, as I already said, even about those who are alive here, in any case, your care is there. And where the strength will come from, you will get care in return. Well, I took care of my body. And then your body will give you back its life energy. You took care of your children, your aunts, your grandmothers. I don't know. Maybe they'll write a will for you. I don't know. These people will start giving you gifts. Children will start taking more care of you from many sources once again. Here is the card, it says. You will receive gifts. Everything that was important to you, you continued to take care of. Okay. Well, what kind of gift? The light of the soul. What other gift will there be here? The light of the soul, people. More bright people will be with you. Well, first of all, you did a lot for this yourself, right? And we have free will and the right to choose. You could do nothing at all, right? But then what consequences will there be? I do nothing, neither with the rats nor with anyone. You don't care about good people. Then what? The rats devour me. Good people leave, right? But you did, right? That is, I do. And the light of souls returns to you from many people. They will invest their energy in you. Maybe even people from afar will buy gifts and send them to you. That's the whole story. Well, like actual physical gifts. Well, at the very least, the light of the soul. That can't be changed anymore. That's it. It's anchored. You've just started a new path. Some kind of magical new path. Very important for the family line. Well, and at the very least for yourself, if there are no relatives here, then for those you prayed for, they help you so that you are here. Go deeper. Yes. Stay grounded. Get rooted. And have good health. Well, then you took care of yourself. Yes. You prayed for your ancestors. So now they help you so that you feel more stable here on Earth. What can't you avoid? You can't avoid relationships. You can't avoid exactly these mirror-like relationships. Understand? People will give back exactly what you gave to others. Yes, if you forgave some people. You improved relationships because, yes. You see, here you didn't forget. Maybe even some ancestors or those with whom you have family ties. You improved, healed relationships. People will give you the same in return. Well, really, the card also says that if it so happened that there was some negativity, because here the strength is coming, then maybe, well, let's say, you never know. Anything can happen, right? Maybe something resonates. That can also come back. This is a double-edged card. It says that everything you sent out into the universe, it's time for it to come back to you through relationships. Even if it happened that, well, you never know. Maybe somewhere you did something not very good. Even if that person is no longer around, right now something can come back to you through other people. It's like, Now everything will come back to everyone through relationships. Well, mostly positive things are coming, of course. Actually, this is the first time I've seen such a double-edged card come up, because relationships always bring back everything we've given. Right now, everything will return. And here, your memories of the past will also be revived. They've already been revived energetically. They're even saying, even if these people aren't on Earth anymore, they will send other people who will give it back to you. Yes. So there will be mirror people. And basically, everywhere it shows that you brought happiness and care. But if God forbid, well, then you just need to understand that it's time to accept the return light. The return light. Because here, everything will be mirrored. All relationships will come back as mirrors from the past. If you brought a lot of happiness and joy in the past, helped someone, they will give it back to you directly. They will also help you, give you happiness. Well, the first card that came up is double, ambiguous, in different situations. From different people, you will start receiving answers. Be very careful right now, because this applies to any new relationships that are just beginning. In general, be careful with this, because there are a lot of opportunities here to grow spiritually, emotionally, and to understand the nature of interaction here on Earth, that nothing is ever forgotten. Nothing is ever forgotten. Maybe it even happened that you cared for someone, and in the end, you got nothing in return. And now it's time for things to come back to you. Maybe those people can't give back anymore, right? It's time for it to return, but through other people. You see, that's how it works. Nothing is ever forgotten in the universe. Everything you give, any energy, will come back to you. There are just karmic cycles, and here I see some kind of incomplete karmic cycle happening. Ah, what is meant to be? What cannot be avoided? Again, the card says you will get everything. You will get everything back. Keep acting at a normal pace, in your normal routine, according to your most important decisions. You have made some decisions, as I said, and for now you are just finishing them up. Keep going, and you will get a very good return. This means that the return will come a bit later. Achieve what you promised yourself. Yes, achieve now what you promised yourself. Do what you need to do right now. In your routine actions, you will also get a very good result, but here it's talking about the future, not about an immediate result. You feel what needs to be done and where you need to take care. Turn on your intuition, and it will clearly guide you, because intuition was given to you at birth. It's natural for you. You naturally feel some negative emotions too. You clearly know where you need to play it safe. And that's also your gift. If you didn't feel that, you would always end up in some negative situations. That is, your intuition tells you well exactly where you need to take care, and take even better care. If you feel like you want to clarify something somewhere, discuss it with someone, or if you start having some worries, just do it, because you will get very good results from this later. Don't let past mistakes come back. Don't make the same old mistakes, because the future is coming where you can, find happiness for your heart. And this will be the foundation. This will be the foundation for your whole life. Your soul will simply sing with joy. You will experience emotions for a long time, very deep ones, as if you have created something yourself, yes, through sensitivity. And most likely, here the higher powers are telling you, your intuition is right on point where it needs to be. Who might refuse, or with whom there will be more problems. That's exactly where you shouldn't take action. You made some mistakes. You knew. You just knew. Like you felt it in your gut. Sorry, I can't put it any other way. You felt what would be better. Or, well, to do something differently, you knew it. But when misfortune had already happened, you realized that you were right. So that's what they're telling you. Besides the fact that you will get a very good return now, there will also be some repetitions here, so that, I don't know, maybe your intuition will develop very strongly, so that the foundation of your future will be solid. Because people will give you a lot of energy. They will literally throw energy into your life, and your soul will make a choice. Once again. Remember, you were right back then, but you didn't do something, either for yourself or for your children, or maybe for your loved ones. The card is called Love. It's what we see as beautiful. It's about how we think people should behave, beautifully or not beautifully, and about how much we love ourselves or don't love ourselves. This will be the foundation for many years to come. Don't make the same old mistakes. That's what the card said here. Maybe I'll try now. The music of your soul never deceives you. Even here, you can save yourself. And you can also predict things for people you love. You feel them. You can tell them where something might not work out for them, or if they take action. The only thing is, you can't decide for them. Here, another mistake that can happen is that you took responsibility for someone you loved and really wanted to stop them. Maybe you tried to decide for them, wanted to take hyper control. That's a big mistake. Because of this, relationships could have been ruined. Don't do that anymore. Even if you give advice to your loved ones, the person must decide for themselves. God gave us the freedom of rights and choice. You took it for yourself, and now you've changed your life. Yes, and that's a big plus. But even if, out of love, you violate someone else's free will and right to choose, the relationship can be ruined. Don't make decisions for others. You can give hints through love, only with love and understanding, but you can't force someone. You can't take away their free will. Then the karma will be mutual, heavy mutual karma. This could also be a warning here. Moderately and harmoniously, because just like a generous teacher, he is giving you a gift now. But if you give your love to someone here, do it harmoniously, moderately. Then this will preserve everything, meaning you shouldn't have hyper love or turn on some kind of hyper program, because that can also lead to some kind of destruction. An angel doesn't interfere. He also gives us hints. Even the guardian angel, they give us so many hints, and you know it, you feel it. Well, he didn't put up a barrier for you, did he? You went somewhere where you knew you probably shouldn't, and your guardian angel gave you that feeling through your soul. And you realized you should have listened, well, to your soul, because that's how you talk to your guardian angel. You communicate through emotions. Unfortunately, he can't just come and say, stop, go here, don't go there, or you'll get hurt. He gives you emotions, intuition, a gut feeling. And you knew that there are such moments. And you knew that even with your loved ones, there could be problems because of this. But you could have avoided it. In romantic relationships, there should also be some kind of harmony here. Moderation is necessary. There shouldn't be any excess. And then this will lay the foundation for some kind of happiness. Well, real happiness. This is called finding happiness for the soul, getting exactly what I want, what I dreamed of. And in general, it's like the path of the soul. My soul will just, really enjoy it. To fulfill the soul's purpose. Well, through partnership, through love, unexpected things. Then you can expect surprises, happy confessions of love, either from people who love you, in partnerships. It's just the Two of Cups, and again, it's cups here. It is exactly here, on this foundation, that true, sincere love can be born, which will lead to marriage and eternal love in that marriage, or to partnership relationships like parent-child, or partnership relationships, partners who understand us in finances or something else. Yes, but the foundation is your intuition. Don't betray yourself again. Don't betray your intuition. The future is still closed, but at this point, there will be a revelation, and you will have to choose. The Lover's card comes up again. The Oracle and the Lover's card from the Tarot both appear, so what will you do? There will be many choices. Here you will receive gifts, presents, you will be happy. And then there will be another very important choice. Well, the Lover's card can mean June, yes. It can often indicate Gemini. June, but sometimes Libra is also shown in this energy. In general, it's about love matters, partnership matters, making agreements. It's very important, yes. But usually it's Gemini or Libra as well. The second one is Libra. In astrology, in general, at this time, a path may open up. The path of the soul and achieving some, well, again, fulfillment and happiness. Study, take on a very serious responsibility, and you will be able to completely heal your past. Some past mistakes, as they say, some past mistakes. You sensed them, but did something wrong. Maybe you treated your intuition superficially. You know, when your intuition is very strong, sometimes we start to underestimate it. You have abundance. When someone is given a lot, like being born into a wealthy family, they often don't feel the need to develop or pursue studies. They just keep living as they are. And you have a lot of intuition, a gut feeling, just some kind of abundance. You were born an unusual person, and it seems to you that everyone feels this way. No, that's not the case. This is one of your greatest gifts. You can immediately tell who is a friend and who is an enemy. You know, you can sense from your close circle what might come from alcohol in the long run. You pick up on things right away. Even those people who say that everything will be easy, you know how things will turn out. For example, if someone wants to pull you into a complicated karmic relationship, you know that something will go wrong. But you can kind of turn a blind eye to it. Well, now you know this, I'm just saying. You've become a very wise person in this matter. Well, yes, there was already destruction. And here is this tower. And again, the hermit shows a decent period, 8 or 9 years. Yes, and that's exactly it. You know all this and have become much wiser. You are actually on a new path toward your happiness. You have learned a lot about yourself, about spirituality, about your attitude toward yourself, and about your past. And, well, in general, this year is still about new beginnings for you. A year of fulfilling your purpose and achieving some grand goals, important for you. Well, sometimes it also shows your children, but in that case, you are the foundation, you are the basis of it, you know? It's time to be proud. And their successes are your foundation, yes. For most of you, it's still about you and your foundation on a new path and achieving what you desire. In short, you are closing the door to the past and opening the door to new happiness by working through doubts and illusions about your path, yourself, your emotions, and certain fears. A lot has been resolved, and you have understood where your strength lies. By the way, your strength also lies in the fact that you can even sense illnesses, including karmic ones. You can tell what will be affected if you act in certain ways. You can feel and know in advance what will happen. Like if you feel a twinge somewhere or sense something, you already know what will happen in a year or in 9 years. You know what will happen if you do or don't do something. And this is your gift as well. You feel the same way about your children, but the only thing is, you shouldn't force your loved ones, like your children or men. You shouldn't force them. You can only inspire them, and then they will follow you. If you force them, it will be violence in the family, and you can end up in the Cartman triangle. That's how the story goes. Well, it's a very interesting situation for you. This comes a bit later, yes. Your intuition will be working here, and based on past experience, new happiness will begin to emerge. Well, very soon it's time to receive gifts, really great ones. Support from higher powers and from your family line, because you have been a guardian angel for someone. The time has come to receive some new kind of support, because you yourself have already laid some sort of egg here. You took care of it. Well, something new has begun, and it should hatch here, basically. You will also be giving support to this here. Continuing, you are warming something, nurturing it, a new beginning of life. Well, here they simply say, "We are proud of you." It's time. The time has come to be proud of yourself, because the whole universe is proud of you and your relatives, of course, your family, your loved ones, those who are in heaven and those who are near you. They are also proud of you, except for the rats, of which you have also cleaned out quite a few over the past 8 years. I thank you. Be proud of yourself. It's a wonderful beginning, yes. And overall, the end of the year is wonderful too. So go ahead. Be proud of yourself. It's time to receive gifts, starting from the new year and after the new year. This is a period of gifts, because 10 days are shown here. Here, just take the week after the new year. Expect gifts from higher powers, from guardian angels, from ancestral guardian angels, because they are proud of you. The universe is proud of you. God is proud of you, because you are like a child of God too, like a part, right? And the card is saying directly, this is the time to celebrate everything you have achieved. Who are you now? All that you are? Who are you now? And based on this, you already know through your intuition who you will become. You know who you will become. It's a pity, of course, that this happens only, well, kind of rarely. This only happens from time to time. But right now, the time to be proud has come. It's very important that you don't stop, that you keep gaining knowledge and keep moving forward, fueled by this pride. Because you'll be even more proud of yourself in the future. Well, that's the message for you. In this wonderful time when wishes come true. Right now, before New Year's, the whole world truly believes. And with this faith, the faith of all humanity, and these beautiful holidays, because they really are magical, something very, very special could happen for you. I just can't leave it at that. Something very, very important might happen for you. A couple of cards, just for you, for all your hard work, for preparing for something, and for not losing your sense of optimism. And you really do celebrate. You really are proud. You tirelessly dreamed and chased after what was yours, after your dream. A new beginning has come, and now there is protection for this new start. Here it is. You started this new chapter yourself. You did it. Now the whole universe is supporting you as well. What is the universe supporting? Your energy of creation, your energy of abundance and action. Look, here the Empress is holding a baby. She protects him, she feeds him, she cherishes him. Overall, you've created something new, perhaps as a mother to children, a new creation, or something else. What should you be proud of? It's only about you, about your abundance, about the fact that you took advantage of a favorable opportunity. And maybe you did something valuable for yourself or for others. In general, you realized how valuable you are. And, well, in some way, for yourself or for someone else. And you started to create and take action. How did you start to create and pursue your own dream? Oh, 2 cards fell out, girls. Well, here is the partnership card, pointing towards partners. You had purity of intentions. You followed human law. You were clearly studying some laws and understood karma. You understood what would happen if you did nothing, or what would happen if you took action. 2 cards fell out, well, in general. Oh, again, 2 cards. My goodness, this is something. I try to take one, but 2 fall out. In the past, you moved forward. Through reflection, you moved towards healing. And now you should celebrate your achievements. And soon completion will come. Completion, and immediately the beginning of something new, something bigger. Usually, your intuition will guide you, and bigger things will come later. Here, celebrate, and then there will come a time when you need to use your intuition, in general. And also, when we looked at the High Priestess, strategic plans. These are 100% strategic plans based on intuition. I thank you for being with me today. Please like and leave comments. It's easy for you. I will be very, very happy to receive any feedback from you. Yes, I received your Christmas congratulations. It made me very happy, even though I didn't reply, because I was celebrating. I shared it with my loved ones and we talked about it. I was proud too, yes, well, it was nice. By the way, I congratulate you too. It doesn't matter when you celebrate, or if you already have, or if you will. In our family, we celebrate twice. The more we celebrate, the better. The more happy moments, the more chances we have to tell our loved ones, I love you. I'm so happy we spent a year together, that we cared for each other. The more we talk about these wonderful moments of caring, or give gifts, or say beautiful words, the better it is. Yes, it's better. So, happy upcoming holidays to you, and may you have lots of wonderful moments. Be proud of yourself, enjoy. It's time to receive gifts. And soon it will be time again, so to speak, to test your intuition, your gut feeling, based on your wisdom.